Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Board Game Rundown. You might be asking yourself, where is everybody? This is it. This is what you get tonight. The I've overtaken the Board Game Rundown. My plan has finally come to fruition. When you first started watching the show, it was Tim, it was Mike. I was only in the comment section. Then it was me and one of them here and there. Now they are both gone, and the show is mine. But seriously, hello to everybody out there. It's going to be probably a little bit of a short one today. I'm going to dabble into the topic that we came up with last week. I guess it wasn't us. We did kind of get that from one of our viewers in the comment. Thank you very much. I believe that was Saki's comment. Shout out to Saki. And yeah, we're going to, we, as in all of us, we're going to talk about some designers that we would like to get a drink with. Look at that. We even have some spam in the comments already on Twitch. Thank you, Twitch spammers. Without you, we wouldn't have Twitch viewers. We'll say hello to a couple of the irregulars that we got hanging out. Chaz Masterful, welcome to the show. We got Jazz hanging out, the weird child. Appreciate you stopping by. Carlos, the man. I hope you're not going to ask me any tough questions, Carlos, because you usually do my research for me. And if I'm going to be asking myself questions here, I'm probably not sure what I will say. We got Chris. What's up, indie boy? Looking forward to hanging out with you next week. I believe it is already playing some board games. So that will be awesome. We got Eric Bettinger just dropped some news in our messenger chat. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that, but I'm going to say anyway, unless he says something really quickly about not saying it. But his game, Relative Space, is going to be moving into the alpha on Board Game Arena, which means it's going to be coming to you soon on Board Game Arena. You will be able to chuck all of your relative stuff into airlocks and eject them into space because your stuff is cooler and much more important. Okay, good. Hey, look at that. I got the blessing after I said it, so it's cool. I don't have to go back and post and edit that out. So awesome. What? Full screen of Bob. Weird indeed. Well, I got to say, it is probably the best looking show that you guys have had in a while. No wellness checks needed. Everybody's perfectly fine. Nothing to see here. Yeah, everything is good. It's Relative Space, Chris. That is the name of the game. It's going to be releasing IRL, I believe, towards the end of this year. Eric can probably make sure I get all these details right, but going to be released by 3WS, as I recall. And it'll be digitally here shortly. We got the Googs. Googs, man, I meant to stop in on your full 42 on Monday to wish you a May the 4th be with you. But I just completely got sidetracked and busy with everything by the time I realized it was time for bed. So I apologize for missing it, but May the 4th be with you, sir. I hope you're doing well. And have you watched Maul yet? Anybody out there? Because Maul is really good, but I know Googs is big into Star Wars. And so I'm curious as to his take on it. Let's see. Bad signal, Mike. Yeah. It's better that Mike just sits out and comments in the chat than try to his way through it, because trying to listen to a podcast or a show where somebody's audio is so terrible. It's just hard to get through. Released at Gen Con. Awesome. Good to know. So I was right, later this year. So if you're going to Gen Con, make sure you scoop yourself up a copy. Look for the tallest guy in the room. He'll probably sign it for you, because that will be Eric hanging out there. Oh, Mr. Mike. Yeah. Well, they said we're talking a solo show, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever done a solo show, so I'm going to go Han Solo on this one. I do appreciate you wanting to step up, but I'm going to keep it pretty quick and short. Like I said, I'm going to dip a bit into the comment or to the category, and then probably play a little Slay and then call it a night. Keep it relatively short. Glad to see other people enjoying Maul. Mr. Eric, yes, I love that animation style. Like, the stories in like Clone Wars, Rebels more so. I had a hard time kind of getting through that because the animation style was very like I don't know, childish. I don't say childish, but like, kid like. It was very like the Wookiees were rounded. I mean, come on, they're furry. But the animation style in Maul, I really, really am enjoying. So yes, EXO, yes. What is this Gen Con? Oh, haha. Yes, yes. This is true. Even Solo needed a Chewie. But yes, this is also true. I'm not even sure how to send an invite at this point, Mike. So even if I wanted to, Mike is the other Mike, our Mike. Well, used to be Mike. He's the one that usually came up with all those links. I am pretty not fluent in StreamYard. I can open up the page and find the room I'm supposed to be in, but as far as creating a invite link, not sure how to do that. Yes, indeed. It's not exactly Chewy. It's one of those other Wookiees back there that we took care of during the Order 66. He was trying to protect the Jedi, how to do what we had to do. Designers you more professional, or designers you'd be interested in blasting out with. So for my list, the 5 that I picked for the list specifically, I haven't met, and I would be definitely interested in meeting, hanging out, maybe asking a few questions or tips on how they came up with some of their games. Yes, I am a boomer. I do so struggle with technology sometimes. Yeah, did they spend the big bucks on the animation? The saber, they're so awesome. I love that the way the sabers look when they're doing the fights and stuff. Yeah, it is very cool. Definitely super enjoying it. Ooh, it could be a Wampa. It does look more like a Wampa fur than a Wookiee fur. But yeah, a friend of mine, his name's Luke. Maybe you met him. Gave that to me. Said it was a souvenir that he took off of one of his solo flights that he had. What do we have here? We have Saki, Atlanta. Tim returning a game to someone. Doubtful. But I believe he is at a game. I think his son had a baseball game / practice, something to that effect around 7:30. So he was going to be late anyway. So I figured I would just tackle it myself. You did miss. You missed the takeover. It is now complete. Please relax. It's just easier that way. The resistance is futile. I haven't actually made a little banner for that, just so you all know. Resistance is futile. But yeah, it's going to be just me all night. Not for super long show, but we will dip into the topic. And then we'll finish up with some Slay, more than likely. I do have I'm kind of mid-run on one of my guys. I don't know if you guys have played Slay 2 or not, but I've been really enjoying the Defect. I think he's super cool, a little tricky to get your head around. But once you start figuring out his orb situation, he is a blast. So yeah, talking a little bit about the designers to drink with and whatnot. So I didn't really want to, because we've met a lot of designers, a lot of them become great friends. And to me, it seemed a little weird to let's rank my friends. I mean, obviously Tim is last, but he's not a designer, so he doesn't even fall on this list. So I just kind of went through and listed a whole bunch of friends and designers that we have met that I would have a drink with anytime. And in no particular order, I got a whole bunch of them here. I got Jim Cole, I got Googs, I got Sam Stockton, I got the Parakeet Griffin crew, Evan Halbert, Martin Wallace, Reed Muscala, Yuval Grinspun, Andrew Stiles, Ammon Anderson, Matthew Ryan, Eric Bettinger. Yes, he made the list. Wes Todd, Sam Bartmetter, Ty McDonald, James Staley. We got Josh in the chats, and a Mr. You might have heard of him, Tony Lawhorn, also with a game coming out. And not only does he have a game coming out by 3WS, also, I believe, being released at Gen Con, he is our sponsor for the show. You've heard me talk about it. I'm actually going to look them up. I need a banner made. We're at work. We're going to be doing a big sale. We need a new banner made. I'm going to reach out to them. If you need a banner or anything else, you should reach out to
Get
me.
your games noticed with help from Lawhorn Design. Eye-catching backdrops, banners, table covers, signage, and much, much more. All shipped directly to you or your next big show. Fast, reliable rush orders are always available to keep you prepared and professional. Contact Lawhorn Design today for all your creative marketing, branding, website, and event display needs.
Carlos, I didn't get Mike. Mike did share his list with me. I might dip into it. He might put it in the chats as we're going if he's still on when I get to it. I didn't really dip too far into what whiskey I'd have with him or anything like that. It's more just designers that I haven't met yet that I think would be interesting to have a drink with, chit chat, ask them about some of their games, how they come up with them, things like that. I I did try to think about retitling some things. The board game Bob Down, that's not bad. Bob Game Rundown, yeah, it is definitely a board game takeover. This is your new regularly scheduled programming. Again, please do not resist. Yeah, buddy. So here we are, 15 minutes in. We've already got our ad in. Is it too early to dip into the topic? Like, it's weird to go this early. Is it that weird to go this early? I don't know. The board game roundup. Yeah, thanks, Mike. This is the board game roundup. That's funny. That is funny. Well, it's funny for like three of us, maybe four of us. But anyways, so I guess I'm just gonna have to dip right into this list. I got all these lovely people here. I hate to keep you waiting. Oh, Pop blowing your mind. Yeah, I'm triple fisting over here. Only one of them is whiskey though, but I do have a water, I have a Coke, and then I do have a whiskey here. I am dabbling out of my, what do they call it, like the infinity bottle, where like I get down to a little bit of whiskey in bottles and I just kind of pour them all in there. They're all different maker's marks, but there's a whole bunch of them in here. It's getting low. I'm gonna need to resupply that here before too long. But if anybody else is out there drinking some whiskey, drop it in the chats. Let me know what you're drinking on. If you're going to be at, we have IndieCon coming up. I think Chris might be the only one IndieCon here. But if you're going to be at Origins and you want to drink some whiskey, let me know. I'm here for it. So I think it'll be a good time. We're going to have a bunch of fun games. So we're going to play some games. All right. So let me dip into, we got to click around here. I think I have a number 5. So I guess I'll go first, if you don't mind. My number 5, I picked Paul Denon. I haven't met him, but he was the first one to combine deck builders and board games, at least that I played. And it was funny because we always talked about that, like me and an old co-host used to talk like, oh, how cool it would be if you could combine these two mechanisms. And all of a sudden, boom, Clank appeared, and we're like, awesome. We started playing the crap out of it. Been playing all the Clanks ever since. Played through the Legacy versions. I'm on my second playthrough of the first Legacy version. Mike, Tim, so we can get that one done. So we can do Legacy 2 because that would be Electric Boogaloo. But no, I just want to ask him, was that just something he's always was just curious about? Did it kind of, how did that develop and come about? And yeah, I just think that it would be cool to sit down and have a drink with him and see how it goes. Oh, Sam will need whiskey at Origins flying solo. All right. Well, Sam, we will have whiskey for you. Don't worry about trying to pack it in your carry-on. They only let you take the small bottles anyway. It's kind of a waste. So we'll have you covered. If there's a specific one that you like, let us know. Otherwise, I'm sure we'll have a couple of different options to choose from. But yeah, we'll definitely have some drinks. And I tell you what, I don't know if the Atlanta crew is playing games I'm watching right now. I'm not sure you guys understand how bad I felt at Gen Con last year. Tim was leaving to go play games with you guys. I was in so much pain. I could barely walk. I wanted to go hang out and play board games till crazy time at night because that's Tim and I usually do that. We're up late, we're up early. Like, we'll be mellow when we're dead, according to Weird Al. And that's how I run conventions. That's how I like to be at conventions. But I was hurting, man. I was hurting bad. And I really want to, make up for some of that time, hang out with you guys, play some, some tumbling dice, Avi. But some of the other games, maybe some of the what was that, Fall of Kingdoms, right? Those are some bluffing games and whatnot. I think that would be fun. And yeah, so I don't think you guys are making it up for Origins, but don't worry, Gen Con, I plan on not getting, I'm going to find some wood to knock on, not getting hurt this year so I can actually move around and attend some of those things. Yes, no softball. I will not be doing any softball or physical activity whatsoever so as to not injure myself. No, I think the key is, Chris, I just need to take it easy. I didn't need to sprint as fast as I was trying to sprint. I hit that ball. I made solid contact. I just need to, just jog my way there. If I get out, I get out. No big deal. But I was like, no, I'm making this. And I was sprinting as fast as I could, and halfway, oh my gosh, my leg cramped up into a ball so hard. I was done. It didn't help that I showed up after everybody was done warming up. I went out there, threw the ball twice. Like, okay, we're ready. Well, shit. Okay, I guess here we go. And yeah, it was bad. It was so bad. So, hi, Winston. Yes, you're being a good boy. I need to get a bed so that you guys can see Winston laying down. He's being such a good boy. Right there. Yes, you're being a very good boy. Although he did find some rabbits last night. It was very exciting. I went back and I kept hearing this. And I was like, what the heck is that? And I go out there. He's got this little baby rabbit in his mouth. He's not being mean to it, but he's got it. Make him drop it. And I take it and I look around, look for all the normal spots that they usually have the babies. Can't find them anywhere. So I kind of put the baby on the other side of the fence so Winston can't get to it. And I let him out and I'm like, okay, where are the rest of them at? And he went over to like this big bucket of dirt that I have. And lo and behold, there's a bunch of little baby rabbits inside there. So I put the other baby in there with it, moved the bucket of dirt outside the fence area so he couldn't get to them. And they're still moving around this morning, so hopefully they're okay in there. And I almost had to have a rabbit funeral. And, of course, as we know from earlier episodes of Whiskey Wednesdays, it's like an hour ceremony per rabbit. You got to bury them at least 10 feet deep or they tend to come back. Yeah, so you just really got to, watch those zombie rabbits. That being said, I guess it's time. I'm going to get there. My number 4. This goes a lot faster with just one person. I'm saying, they don't have Tim, eating up all the time. You don't have Mike eating up all the time. Just one person, smooth. It's easy. I think it's gonna be better like this from now on. Just get through, nice. Hour episode, maybe 90 minutes. We call it a night. We have a few drinks. It's a good time. What is this? What do we got here, Chris? Yes, you must have missed a little earlier. He does a baseball game with his boy, so Tim was unable to make it. He said he might jump on late. We'll see. I told him I would just have kind of a shorter show probably. Give him a little rundown on what I would do, and yeah, that's what we're going with here. We got Wayne in the chats. What's going on, Wayne? Time to tell us how you really feel about Mike and Tim. They won't. Yeah, they don't watch. Although Mike's probably have to watch it and do the timestamp, so he might see a little bit of it. But no, they know. I got to figure out how to do the call-ins. Chime in with their recommendations. Ooh, yeah. This is also true. If you guys have designers that you're interested in meeting or talking to, having a drink with, like who would you want to meet? Who would you want to hang out with and grab a whiskey with? Like that would be good to know. Yummy. All right. My number 4, as the bumper indicated, I'm probably going to butcher this name, but it's Tatsucha Cho. Cho, but he's the designer of Ostia, Japanese gentleman, I do believe. I just think it would be really interesting to one talk about how he came up with Ostia. With I don't know if you've watched our top 100 games, but when we got to the top 10, Ostia did make a huge push in my top 10. You have to watch to see where it actually came out at. But I would like to talk to him about designing that game, how he came up with it, how he, the Mancala system, and how he did that. But then also, what's it like designing games overseas? Because we've been getting a few Japanese games over here, like to check out, review, and while sometimes you see some similar mechanisms and whatnot, they're still very different. And so you kind of wonder like what things are more popular over there. Does he make games specifically for over there, or does he design certain games to try to have like an American appeal to try to get to like a wider, broader market? I just think that would be super interesting to get that perspective on design and everything else. So, oh man, Mr. Rossi, his number one is Googs. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Googs is super cool to hang out with. That's the thing about Googs though is usually when you see him, he's working, he's on it, he's doing something. It's very rare when you get to hang out with Googs and it's just chill time, unless it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. at a convention, in which case you get some good quality Googs time. And yeah, I don't. It's a good time, so I do not blame you. It'll be nice to again, yeah. Um, it'll be nice to hang out with Googs when he doesn't have any other like time like commitments. Nothing pressing where he's like, okay, I got like 10 minutes. I gotta go do a thing or whatever. It'll be nice to get some quality Googs time again. It'll be get some good. It'll be nice to get some quality Rossi time. Man, I haven't seen you guys in too long, so I'm really glad convention season is starting back up. So many awesome friends, and we've talked about this before, how just this hobby, and especially come convention season, just all the awesome people you get to see again. Like you see them a handful of times throughout the year, and it's almost like your secondary family. It's like you see family around like certain holidays and whatnot if you don't live close, and then convention season comes and you get to see your extended family. They come in, you get to hang out, you get to play games together, and it's awesome. Like I don't know of any other hobby where I'd be able to do this, and hang out with those people. Yes, sir. I will be at Origins, or was that the Googs? But yes, I will be there. Tim will be there. I believe Mike is sitting Origins out, or maybe he's sitting Gen Con out. I think he's sitting one of the two out. If he's still in the chat, he might respond to that. But I know I am going to be there, and I'm 90 something percent sure that Tim will be there. Mike, not so much. Like I said, I think he's only going to one of those because he's got some other traveling commitments, so he could in a new job. Mike will be at Origins. I thought so because you said that that's one of your favorite conventions. So I figured that was the one you were going to go to, and I think it was Gen Con you were planning on sitting out. But there is that. Awesome. Yes, for sure. Can't wait to see you as well. Carlos, is there someone you want to ask? What the hell were you thinking? I mean, yes, almost on a daily basis. But as far as designers go, wow. I mean, probably. I haven't really put a lot of thought into that. But I will. I'm not sure I'll get to it tonight, Carlos, but I think that is a very interesting. See, this is why Carlos does all my research for me, because he comes up with these like awesome questions. And yeah, man, what the hell were you thinking? Okay, so here you go. Galactic Cruise, right? Not a bad game. A lot of calories there. Like I like a nice long game, but anyways, I asked them. It didn't make a lot of sense to me where you had to have like the extra rooms to send up like people. I think you had to have like 3 rooms for 2 people or something to that effect. And I asked them, why did you guys do it that way? Because to me, it almost seemed a little counterintuitive. So you'd be able to send somebody up because you seem like you have a lot of work to get not a lot of payoff when you're trying to send people into space to do things. And I asked them, why do they do that? They just said that it just seemed right to them. So that's what they did. So yeah, but yeah, we were walking around the convention one time. I saw the guys at their booth, and that question was kind of eating at me like, why did they do that? Why did they do that? Because I would have like made it make more sense. So for every room you put on there, you can put another person, so you can fit a couple more people on the ships, so you can send them to do the different like tasks and things like that, and just have a little bit more reward, a little more payoff for all the work and effort you're going through. But yeah, that was the reasoning behind it. So yeah, that would be my answer to that question, Carlos. Great question, as always. Yes, yes. Can't wait. We will see you there. All right. Ooh. What is up, Andrew? Good evening. Different format. This is the new format, sir. I suggest you get used to it. I have booted Tim and Mike from the show. It is now the Bob Game Rundown. We're still working on a name. It's kind of TBD, but we're going with that for right now. All right. Different topic. Is that the what were you thinking comment? That could be a whole thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Galactic Cruise. When we played at our game, it took like 5 hours. I mean, it was a learning game, so I give it that. And like I said, I played a lot of long games, but it seemed like the very beginning was kind of a slog. And by the time everybody really started getting their ships built and started doing things, and then it was over. And I'd rather have it paced a little bit better. And I think if you were able to fit more people in your ship as you were doing things, there'd be that more reward at the beginning. Even if you made the end take more points, or a few more launches or whatever it is, that scale, the cubes that you put out, add more cubes. But if you're getting more payout per, then the game doesn't really take longer, but you feel like you're doing more. And to me, I think that would have made a little bit more sense. But I didn't play test it, so maybe they did try play testing that. It didn't quite work out that way, so they went with what they went with. It is what it is. It's a very beautiful game. I love like the art. I kind of enjoy, what I was doing. I just wanted more reward, which is why I go back to it over and over again. But that's why I love Forges of Ravenshire so much, because it's kind of one of those engine builders where your engine's already going from the get go. Because so many times during an engine build, it's slow to get going, and then once you get going, the game is over. And then in Forges, you're able to run that engine over and over and over again, and make so much stuff, and it's that drip, that serotonin drip. It's just that dopamine hit. Just give me more, give me more. You're just doing all these little things, and doing all these things, and it's just very satisfying. So, yep. Oregon Trail. I'm sure it's probably Mike's. Actually, I don't think they put a designer on there. I think they didn't even ask for their name to be under the box, so we couldn't even ask him. Mr. No Image Avable out there. Ask him why did he make his art choices the way he did. He doesn't know. He's just AI, man. All right. Well, thank you for the awesome questions. Let's dip into. Oops, no, that's the wrong thing there. My number 3. Right. So for my number 3, it's kind of my cult of the new. I have been playing a bunch of layers lately. So I would like to sit down with Josh Capel and Christopher Westmoss. I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly. I don't know you, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering those names. But play a lot of Battleship growing up, and I've just kind of described this game to people as Battleship with dungeons, and it's just so cool. Like all these little walls, you're building this like dungeon that they can't see, and you're populating it with traps and monsters and treasure chests, and you're trying to work your way through your opponent's maze as they're trying to work their way through yours and get as much stuff as you can and get out. Man, it's so much fun. It's just a great 1v1 experience. I really, really enjoy this game. I would like to sit down and talk to them about their inspiration for it. Ask them, why they picked the manufacturer they did, because man, they knocked it out of the park with the manufacturing. The little metal chests that you can get are super cool. You get these little monsters, and there's a whole bunch of like hidden stuff. It's almost like a legacy light, where it's not like I guess you're putting some stickers as you're going to open things up, and because I haven't done it yet, but there are spots to put stickers on places that you're going to unlock more and more stuff as you become more comfortable with the game. There's these different boxes, you can open them up, and there's like new monsters inside, and there'll be new rules that are coming out, different scoring rules. And then they actually released a expansion for it already where you can play more than just two people, and like one person creates this like mega dungeon and the other three people are trying to find their way through. That sounds like so much fun. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. It looks super cool. I can't wait to do it. I just think that sitting down, hanging out with them, running through a couple of dungeons, what kind of tactics do they like to use? Are they one of those like red herring people, or are they like, I'm just going to make you go all the way down this really long hallway and they have nothing to be at the end, so you got to run all the way back. But it's just got some really neat mechanisms, and it's super smart where it has like your specialty cubes and you can do like the fast moves, or you can like peer ahead to see what's going on. Just great design choices in that game. And yeah, just want to sit down and have a chat with them and see where their inspiration comes. Were they big Battleship fans, or do they not think about that when they're making it? And then the comparison gets made, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it is kind of like Battleship with dungeons." And but it's great. If you haven't played Layers, check it out. I don't know if it's on BGA or not. Find someone who has it, or pick yourself up a copy. It's definitely making a strong case for best two-player games. There's three super fantastic two-player games that are on my list right now. I think obviously still the first one's got to be Rebellion. Star Wars, it's like playing through the movies. But then you've got Sky Team, which Mike and I loved. We've played the bejesus out of that game. But man, Layers, it's pushing. It's pushing. It is a very, very good time. Definitely recommend it. I don't know if we actually scored that one yet, but what would I give that? Man, probably like a 9, maybe 9.5. It's great. Like I love dungeon crawler games, and the pieces are fantastic. So I don't know what the board game rundown. Oh, I have the board game rundown. So yeah, here, write it down now. It's a 9.5 for the board game rundown. That'll be the score that we give it on BGG and everything else. So check it out. All right, one of these guys too. A little refresher, intermission. Oh, it's good to see that Mike agrees. Formerly the People's Mike agrees that Layers would definitely make a player 2 game list. What do you think, Mike? Is my 9.5 too high? Are you around there too? I would imagine you're at least a 9. You seem like you really enjoy it as well. So I'd be curious to know what you give it. And that's right. I'm gonna take my computer around and I'm gonna go all the way around my entire room, and I'm gonna rate every game. Clear calendars, folks. Nah. But that will just giving Mike a little bit of a chance to type. He's probably a slow typer. Let me cue up my little number here, and I'll just go ahead and roll in the number 2. See, there it is. 9.5. Yeah, see, minimum 9 for sure. So Mike's somewhere between a 9 and 9.5 as well. So not too far off. And I think Tim's only played it the one time that Mike and Tim played it before they did the preview for it. So I'd be curious to have him play it again with all the final components and just see what he thinks about it. I'm sure he's up there too. I mean, if this was 2021 Tim, it's probably a 10. I mean, he rated everything freaking 10s back then. And so, yeah. I think he's gone back and changed some of those. I remember him getting a hard time from people because his on BGG, he had like so many games ranked like 9s and 10s. I'm like, really? A 10 for this? And I think he might have gone through and fixed some of that, but I don't know for sure. I don't pay that close attention, if I'm being honest. All right, what was I on? That was the number 2 video I played, right? Yes, number 2. My number 2, I picked Vital Lacerda. I'm not even sure it would be whiskey, if I'm being honest. He's from Portugal. Probably have some port. I'd be totally okay with that. I'd like to. My mom's Portuguese. The Portuguese language is comforting to me. Like, I don't quite understand a lot of it, but like hearing it is soothing. He could just speak at me in Portuguese the whole time and it'd be fine. But his games are so complicated. I'm curious as to how does he come up with all those different layers? How does he know that this is going to go here, this is going to come over here, and this is going to affect this thing over here? But when this thing's affected, this affects this, which means you get to draw a card. I mean, how does he wrap his brain around all of that and come up with all these crazy mechanisms that just intertwine and still feel good? I think he's just an awesome designer. And like I said, even just the Portuguese accent, like speaking in English and hearing the accent, I've heard it growing up like my whole life, and I just think it would be a conversation that I would really enjoy. Probably never gonna happen, but hey, that's okay. Vital Lacerda, how do you get hooked up with Ian O'Toole to do so much awesome art for him? Are they buds? Do they hang out? Curious to know. Inquiring minds. So he was my number 2. I don't know if he drinks whiskey or not, but like I said, I'd be fine with port. I'd be fine with what is that beer they were drinking over there? Man, I don't know. When I was over in the Azores, I drank so much beer. I'm not a beer drinker. Like I drink 1 or 2 American beers. I have a headache. I don't feel good. Does not agree. They drank beer with everything. They always had stuff in a keg, like on tap, and just want a beer. I drank so much flipping beer when I was over there. I was fine. I thought for sure it might have been all the food I was eating, absorbing it all. Probably has to do with some of it, but I never once woke up with a hangover over there. And man, that was Bach. Is it Amber Bach? Man, I can't remember the name. I was drinking too much of it. But no, it was fantastic. And a little bit of insider scoop here. Place where I work at is doing a scenic calendar picture thing contest, right? So they do scenic calendars every year. You can submit pictures. I submitted one of my pictures from my trip there, and it's gorgeous. So hopefully I win. That'll be $500. Hopefully that'll land before a convention, and I'll get to buy some cool board games with that money. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Man, going quick. Look at that. It's not even 8:45, and I am already down to my number 1. For my number 1, I picked Larry Harris. He was the original Axis and Allies designer. So he's got his fingers in all of those pies. He did War Room, which I love, and it's fantastic the way all those pieces come together. And he's done, I think it's Imperial Borders, which uses a lot of the bones from War Room and applies it to a more Renaissance era, where the borders in Europe are being drawn. And there's a council. I will draw a blank now, of course. But you're using gold instead of oil, and it's like cannons and horses and things like that instead of tanks and planes because of the time frame. Definitely want to check that out. And I want to just talk like World War II history with him, and ask him about how he, does he do a lot of like research about certain battles before he plans certain things, or like, his maps, how does he go about designing those? And yeah, I just think that'd be an interesting conversation to have with him. He's designed, some of my favorite war games, about some of my, I don't want to say favorite periods of history because it sounds a little dark, but I'm very intrigued with a lot of the war stuff. I've got a bunch of books on it and stuff like that, and I like watching shows like Band of Brothers and the Pacific and things like that, and playing these games, like, I don't know, it kind of helps me to just to think about and all the like the sacrifices and stuff that we've made, and like you do these huge swings and these big fights, and yeah, they're just pieces on a board, but you think about what that's really based on, and it just, I don't know, it hits me in a spot where I feel it. And so I don't know. I really enjoy that stuff, and I'd like to, just sit down and talk with him, have a drink, and just figure out what his process is, and uh, yeah, I guess that's basically it. Oh, look at that! I like that. Bob's Board Game War Room. That's what this is up here. This is kind of like my war room up here. I have a big round table where I've got a map of the world, and every time we get a new viewer in a new country, I push a little piece into that area, and soon the domination will be complete. But yeah, that's it, folks. That's my list. Anybody out there in the comment, we'll call it, in the gallery, you guys have any designers that you want to, other than what was that? Miss Rossi calling out Googs. Anybody else out there have any designers they'd like to meet, have a drink with, talk to, ask them how they come up with their ideas? Is it mechanisms first, or is it idea and theme first? Is it what were you thinking? I do like that question. Bueller. That's tasty. Well, folks, if there's no more questions, I believe it's about time to slay some spires. Oh, there we go. Ryan Lockett. Okay, Chris. Yeah, he's designed some good ones. I got some Ryan Lockett games over there, up there. Is there a specific reason? Do you want to ask him about, like, does he come up with his stories before he does his games? It's fine. We all knew what you meant. You can't spell them, I can't pronounce them, so it's fine. Because yeah, he does a lot of his games are very almost like story driven, right? You're going through and it's almost like a choose your own adventure to an extent. And so does he like want to come up with those stories first? Or, is it his art, or he wants to do these mechanisms where I want to have these people and I want to recruit them and I want to, use them to do these different actions and whatnot. And then, oh, hey, yeah, we'll sell out adventures and we'll come up with all that flavor later. Or is it like, hey, I've got all this flavor. I want to do all these little mini adventures. How can we work this into a game? It's a good question. Inquiring minds. Is it the story first, or is it the art first? Does he do all of his own art too? I guess I haven't looked. Let me pull up. What is it, like above and below? I gotta click like 3 times to get in there. Above and below. It is. He does. Oh yeah, Lockett. Yeah, he does do the art and the design. He's a busy man. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool to ask him. Never met him. Pretty sure I've never met him. But yeah. Anybody else? Whilst I take a sip. Well, alrighty then. For those of you, all right, good. More Twitch comments. Thank you, Mr. Twitch. God, we have the best viewers. You're right. I agree with this bot. We do have the best viewers. 100%. Fantastic. Well said. Yeah, I believe it was this guy. Boom. Slay the Spire II. For those of you who were here a couple of weeks ago, Mike and I played this a little bit. I believe Chris in the chat jumped in as well for a bit of a run. But this has been the new obsession lately, and I really can't wait for them to turn 2 into the board game. And like I've been saying, they had Slay the Spire 1 video game, great video game from what I've been told. I haven't really played it myself, but then they took that, made it cooperative, and made it a fantastic board game. And then took that board game and what they did with it and made it different from 1, and then made Slay the Spire 2, which is almost exactly like Slay the Spire board game. Up to 4 players, cooperative, simultaneous deck building. You're each building your deck from your own personalized deck depending on your asymmetrical character. This is a standalone, Carlos. This is right now. I think it's in the early. I think it's beta or pre-release, something like that. There's only like 5 characters for it right now. Some of them are the same characters from the first one. A couple of new characters in here though, and it's like I said, it's great. Like the 4-player simultaneous plays very well. I think it scales very well, and it's a good time. You'll see. I'm gonna continue my run I have going on here, and I'm past the first act. I'm into just starting Act 2, and I'll give you a little bit of a taste of the defect, which was also in the first one. He's the one that has the little orbs around him, and you'll get to see how he plays. Matt Leacock would be another one. Pandemic was the game. Really? I'd love to hear how I came up with the idea for that. I maybe he knew about COVID before it was a thing. Yeah, Pandemic was really good when I first played it. But then I don't know. I don't know, got over Pandemic pretty quick. Defenders of the Realm plays very similarly to Pandemic, but it's fantasy based, and I much prefer that flavor take on that crisis management situation than I do the Pandemic. Although I bought season 1 for one of my nieces, and her friends played through that whole thing. They loved it, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, so oops, I guess I got to come down here. I'm gonna move this screen up here so I can see what the heck I'm doing. And I'm going to try to make sure I can still see the comments. So let's squeeze this guy down a little bit. And we will move this up here like this so I'm not looking completely away. And let's continue this run. Battle start. Handful of cards. Ooh, I have some little things going on. So this is all my relics that I have available here. So these are my ongoing effects that you'll be able to see. Resting, get things, some potion slots. Ooh, start a combat heal 2. That's always good, although I am at max hit points. And yeah, so he's going to be attacking me for 13. You may want to move yourself to the right so I don't cover up my hit points. Okay. All right, Mike, hold on. Let me change everything for Mike. Just to show you real quick, though, you can see up here, right here, you can see how many cards in my deck. There's a map and settings. I will just cover myself up with that one, which I believe is this one. There you go. How about that? Maybe that's better. And now, well, you can see my hit points. Is that better there, Mike? Does that appease you? Can't see my relics. Okay. I was trying to point them out, and you can't see them. All right. Well, there we go. But now you can see it tells you how much he's playing on attacking for, his hit points, my hit points, and then my character has these orb slots. And then as I manifest these orbs, what I call it channel orbs, they will take over here. Early on, I like to try to prevent damage, so I'm going to play some blocks. This one's going to give me some block here. We'll get this block here. And rather than doing that, let's draw some cards. Ooh, there we go. The thing I love about this character is he gets a lot of these power cards, and they can get pretty broken. He's got a card where every time you play a power, you gain an energy back. So basically, you get to play the powers for free. And then you can get a card where it says every time you play a power, you get to channel an orb, and you're just constantly just channeling orbs and drawing cards, and it gets ridiculous. So yeah, we're gonna get this guy out here because channeling glass. There'll be a bunch of different elements. There's like frost, which gives you defensive stuff. The lightning, which will do damage. Darkness will just kind of build until it does a big attack. The glass orbs, they diminish over time, but they do attack damage to everybody. So yeah, let's get that guy channeling. Now you see all my cards turned red, which means I don't have any energy left, so we will be ending the turn. And then those little damages there were just these guys triggering because they have those passive abilities. And then anytime an orb kicks in and there's nowhere for an orb to go, it will boot this last orb here, triggering its evoke and then doing those damages and so on. All right, let's see what we got here. Vulnerable is good, so he'll take extra damage. So let's get that on him. Whoop. And then we like to use this faster than light card because it's going to draw me more cards as long as I play it early in the round. So we'll do that now that he's taking extra damage. Look at that. Another spinner. I love those glass ones. I still have 3 energy left, so yeah, let's get that guy out. Yeah, let's get that guy out. And let's do Quadcast. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to evoke my thing 4 times. Boom, boom, boom. Love that for me. And boom, let's set him again. Well, put some cards in the back of my hand, but they didn't do a whole lot, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. Shows here he's going to do some empowering, and he's going to put some block up, but that's okay. I'm not afraid. He's almost dead, so boom, boom. Love that. All right, so now he is going to hit me for 23, which is a ton, but he does have a bunch of shield. So if I can punch through his shield, we're going to be all right. Well, let's draw some cards. Drawing cards wins games, as I always like to say. More free attacks and drawing cards. Always a good time. Still 3 energy left. I think I might be able to punch through and kill him. All right, let's find out. Let's zap it and put our lightning over there. And then we will cold snap him. Yeah. Bust through his shields, which gave him a stun. And that 6 there will allow me to end my turn, and my passives will take him out. Fantastic. Money is good. Potions are good. And new cards. Ooh, look at that. Ball lightning. Man, these darkness orbs are so good. They can do so much damage, especially with that quad cast I have, because it'll cast it 4 times. So we're going to go with the darkness. Darkness. And we shall proceed. I've already drawn out my path. Usually I'll kind of like scroll up, figure out where I want to go, draw my path down. Try to avoid the elites on like Acts 2 and 3. Act 1, you kind of want to fight 1 or 2 just because they drop some good relics. But you got to be careful, man. If you get like a difficult one, you can really hose your run. So we're going to continue. Ha. You don't understand the game. Haven't you played the IRL game? Didn't you play the card game with us? I thought you played the card game. If you play the card game with us, like the board game version, you will understand the game a lot more, and then you can appreciate what's going on here, because this is fantastic. I'm on a whiskey. All right. Well, Jazz, we could try and fix that. We'll see what we can do, and get that played. Oh, this guy sucks. This guy here is going to steal one of my cards. If I don't kill him fast enough, he takes off with it. So with that being said, let's do this first. Let's see if we can get... Nope, didn't get one. Trying to get some vulnerable to do some extra damage. Didn't happen. So let's hit him. Hey, there's that vulnerable. We'll put that on him. I like it when I played 3 cards and I haven't spent a single energy yet. I love that. I love it. But he is going to smack me for 17, so I got to be a little careful here. Let's draw some cards. That's not helpful. So let's get a little block. We'll get this little effect going on here. They'll give us some extra lightning coming up. Let's throw at least 1 block in there so I'm not eating a ton. And 5 damage for each channel orb or another lightning. Oof. Not a great start. Not as good a start as the last fight, that's for sure. Let's see here. Exhaust my hand, draw 10. Next card my play is played in extra time. Probably should have done that with the defense. That's all right. We're gonna take some damage. Ow. It's gonna hurt. Smack. What did he take? He has my FTL card. It's not the worst card that he could have taken. If I lose it, it's not the end of the world. But now he's going to fly, because we fought this guy before. After doing this turn, he's going to jump up in the air. And when he jumps up in the air, he's going to start taking half damage. So I really got to kind of lay the damage on him here. But he's not hitting me, so I don't have to worry about blocking. So let's get this guy out. I'll start channeling some stuff. Let's let's deal 10 damage to him. That'll be nice. Smack. Well, I didn't want that burn card in my hand. That's unfortunate. 1 energy left. 6 damage. Well, that burn's going to deal 2 to me. So if I hit him with the cold snap, that'll do a little bit of damage, and that's going to give me this frost orb, which will give me 2 block, and that should soak the damage from the burn. So let's do that. Boom. Awesome. All right. Yep. Now he's flying, so he's going to be difficult to deal with here. Oh, look at that. Never mind. This is why we play those orb cards. Free orbs. That channeled some stuff. Did some damages at 19. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. He dead. He don't know it yet. So we'll play another one of those. We're going to play this guy here. And then we're going to cast this orb 4 times, and he's going to take 32 damage. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. This guy is so good. Money. Potions. I will definitely take my card back. And let's see what we have coming up. We're going to play a Power Channel 2. That's always nice. 9 damage twice. Channel 2 glass. That costs 3, though. I don't have a lot of Frost, even though it is passive. I like Storm Plus. Yeah, I like playing powers. It's my favorite build. Then you can get, he has a card called Creative AI, I believe it is, and it gives you a new power every single time. Oh, I hate the Slippery Bridge. This is like the worst event. So I'm going to lose the card no matter what. And I can either lose that card or I can take damage and pick something else. I'm going to try to go for a basic. Do I have any basic things? What do I have in here? Oh, yeah, I got basic strike. I got basic defense. Hopefully I can get one of those. Let's take some damage. Ouch. Gunk up. Yeah, that's fine. I'll lose the gunk up. It's fine. No big deal. We got a merchant. Let's see what the merchant has to offer. All types of goodies. Ooh, he's got a darkness. It's not upgraded, though. Barrage, not bad. Any debuff. Ooh, I could buy one of these. First time, draw 3. With at least 10 block, deal 6 to. Ooh. That's not bad. Or I get rid of cards. Well, I like. If your hand is empty, draw 2 cards and gain 2. I like calling cards out, so let's get rid of cards. These basic strikes suck. I never play them. They can go. So we'll call that guy out. And man, I do like channeling dark orbs, but I already have 20 cards. I don't want to bog down the deck. I have another merchant coming up. I'm going to pass. We'll proceed. Yeah, I got a merchant coming up here, so I'm not going to spend all my money. Let's go on to the next fight. All right. Let's see here. 2 dudes. Darkness, Meow's Fury. Well, let's draw some cards. All right, well, I didn't get that, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm not going to be able to kill this guy, but I guess we'll try to take him out anyway. Well, I definitely want to get this storm out so that when I channel this glass, it'll do damage. Or boom, boom. Yeah, channel 2 orbs. I love that. And do I block a couple? Nah, let's lay the damage on. Wonderful. I'm gonna eat a little bit of damage here, but I'm okay with that. So you can see here that dark orb, the passive on it, it just keeps increasing the damage. And once it's finally evoked, it does all that damage at one time. It's pretty sweet. So they gave me some status cards here. These aren't good. That's going to be damage if it's still in my hand at the end of the turn. Not a fan of that. But let's play another power because we like playing powers. And that does that, which I'm a fan of. And let's draw a couple cards. Ooh, yeah. I can quad cast that. That will take care of that back dude. Ooh, wait. Actually, before I do that, let's hit this dude with that. Put vulnerable. And let's see. Let's do that. Man, that's so good. One energy left, though, and I'm about to eat a ton of damage. What do I have for these? Exhaust, draw 10. Play an extra time. Well. Yep, I think I'll just do the duplicator. And let's get some defense. That'll stop some of it. But I'm about to eat a bunch of damage. But that's okay. There'll be a campsite coming and I'll get the rest. Gain some health back. Ouch. He did. You just don't know it yet. Zoink. All right. It does, Chris. I've seen it. I mean, it's random. It will choose from them eventually, but I have lost some basic starter cards from the bridge. Unfortunately, it seems I end up having to lose a bunch of life to get to that point. But yeah, it will. I mean, this card's already upgraded, but it's only 9 damage. I think I want to skip. I don't think I need that card. 9 damage is pretty good. It is to all enemies. All right, fine. Sometimes it's hard to say no. I could fight an elite, but I won't. We'll go here. What do we got? Ooh, exterminate. 3 damage, 4 times all enemies. Not bad. Ooh, 10 damage, 2 vulnerable. I like that. Let's do the vulnerable. Thanks, guy. All right. What else do we got here? Mr. Merchant. Anything free? Free block. I like the 0 cost blocks are nice. Yeah, it gives me a bad card. But this character does have a chance to get a card where it turns all of the negative statuses in your deck to like bonuses. They become draw a card and gain an energy, which is super nice. I can't afford to remove a card. Boo. Yeah, I think I take the boost for super cheap and save the rest of my money. I don't really need any of that other stuff. So, yep. Pass Reno. Treasure. What's inside? Lipstick. Sparkling Rouge. At the start of my 3rd turn, I get to gain a strength and a dex. It's not bad. So, as the fight goes on, into the 3rd turn, strength will make my attacks and strikes do more damage, and I better take it. Dexterity will give me more defense for my defensive, more block, I should say, for my defensive. And here we go. I do get 15 extra, so how much am I going to get? 30, 40 hit points back. I don't quite need 40 hit points, and I believe there will be another, there's another one coming. So we were going to go ahead and smith a card this time. When you smith a card, it's going to let me do an upgrade to it. Let's view what that looks like. Oh, yeah, Quadcast for free. I love it. Yeah, that's not having to pay for that is fantastic. Boop. Proceed. And let's see who we get. Oh boy. I mean, he's not terrible, but it'll be a fight, that's for sure. So first things first, we definitely want to get some defenses on here. Because if this guy, he's got this little ability here, so if I manage to block all of his attack, it'll stun him for a turn. So that'll be nice. Unfortunately, we didn't get any more block except for that, and that's not going to be enough. So let's draw some cards. Well, I guess we'll just do that. And yeah, we gotta get this power out here. And we're gonna do what little damage we can. Womp womp. Not a great turn. It's gonna hurt. Definitely need some more blocks in my deck, that's for sure. Let's see here. Let's hit this guy. I like to take this guy out. I'm weakened. That sucks. Well, it is what it is. Joinks. And we will channel some darkness. And let's defend what we can. End turn. Still taking damage. Oof. Ouch, ouch. This dude's going to wake up. Yep, here he comes. Oh, boy. What can we do? Well, I think I quadcast. Ooh. Man, if I could kill that dude. 31, huh? No, I don't think I can. Because the thing is with this darkness is it's going to hit the person with the lowest hit points. If I could do that 24 4 times, it would kill this dude. But I got to get rid of this 31 here first. So let's do this. Oh, here we go. We'll do that to this guy. And we will go ahead and do that to this guy. Ooh, it's going to be close. That to that guy. And that to that guy. Look at that. That is how you play this dude. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. That's why this guy is so much fun. Oh my gosh. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Oh yeah, hot fix. Status. Whoa. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. Let's go for it. I do create statuses. All right. Now I feel like I've taken enough damage to where resting. Ooh, and I add a card to my deck. All right, fantastic. Boot sequence. Oh, look at that. Free block. 18 damage. Wow. I like free blocks. Blocks save lives. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, let's avoid the elites. Let's see. I can do monster, or monster. So let's go this way, actually. Oh, this guy sucks. He's going to summon a dude. And that dude will be here, like, all the time. So that's annoying. Well, let's channel some dark. Let's cold snap that, bro. And 5 damage. So 15 damage. Yeah. Here's what it is. I'm going to save this. So I start with the innate. So I starts my hand. But it does exhaust too. But I'm not going to use it because he's not attacking. So I'll save it and hopefully it'll be useful when it comes around again. This dude hits like a ton of bricks. So let's see here. Let's draw some cards. Ooh, here we go. I don't have any other powers. Let's get some vulnerable on this guy back here. Let's see what we get with this. Still nothing great. Let's draw some cards. Beam cell. Let's keep that vulnerable on that guy. Smokestack. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to do the quadcast here. I still have one left, though. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I'm going to do this, even though it's a block, because it's going to give me orbs. And orbs are damage. Look at that. I wish I could get that quadcast back now. Well, guess I should have played one of those power things. There's that. Takes him out. And like doing that. He's swinging for 9. take 9. Take 3. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the ice. I'm only going to take 1. Nice. Yes. Look at that. That's why we didn't play it last time. Boom. Play that for free. That takes care of most of that damage. Let's get this guy. Boom. I have 3. I guess there's 3 there. Let's do this one first. Channels. I'll do that, I guess. All that block now, and I don't need it. That's okay. I think this dude's going to be toast here. Yep. Pretty soon. Boom, boom. Yeah. That's probably the best I fought this guy. Oh, look at that. What's up, Evan? So yes and no. Evan, so at the beginning of the show, I kind of went through a quick list of a bunch of the designers that I already know, and that I would always be down to go out, have a drink with, sit down, talk to, things like that. And yes, sir, you absolutely were on that list. When I came to my top 5, I picked designers I haven't met yet that I would like to. So yes and no. Fortunately, unfortunately, you already know me, so you couldn't make my list. But you did make my, I guess, I don't know if it was honorable mentions or not, but anytime, dude. Anytime that you're in town, I'm in town. You don't even have to give me free medical, like, stuff. I'll drink with you anyway. So you just let me know. Oh, there it is. This is the card of cards. This card has won me so many games because I channel a lot of lightning. And this is letting me channel it again. And when you upgrade it, it gets rid of the exhaust. You can do it multiple times. It's fantastic. Like Mike and I were playing, and I did this, and it channeled like 60 sometimes. It was just dish, 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 dish. Yeah, it's pretty great. So we will take that. And we could fight an elite. We could do it. I'm at almost full hit points. Should we do it? We'll take a vote. No, unfortunately, I'm in Indiana. Are you going to be at Origins? It's probably the next opportunity that you will be in the area. If you don't make it to Origins, unfortunately, we would have to wait till Gen Con probably. I wasn't cool enough to be invited to the gathering of friends or whatever it was that I saw you guys hanging out with to the wee hours in the morning. But oh, boo. Oh, well. Yeah, hopefully you're at Gen Con at least. At least it's like a business write off. Can't you write that off like a business expense? You should be at BGG, bro. I won't be at BGG. That's like in like Texas. Isn't that in Texas? I can't make it out to Texas. Not if I'm going to do Gen Con and Origins already. Unless you're getting me a ticket and letting me room with you. Yeah. One of these days. Yeah, Dallas. That would be nice. Definitely a bucket list one that I want to get down to it. A lot of friends I know that I have are going to go to that one. So hopefully someday. Not sure it's going to happen this year. You need a roommate. Oh my gosh, we're halfway there. Ooh, buddy. Okay. I will officially look into this closer. Yeah. All right, sir. I will. I'll let you know. I'll slide into your DMs. Let you know what I come up with. All right. Let's get back to slaying. All right, folks. I think I got a pretty good deck going on. I got almost full hit points. I'm gonna try to fight an elite. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully, it's not some dumbass one. Oh, it's a dumbass one. That's okay. We can do it. We can do it. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Well, look at that. Glad I have that card. 13 block to start. That'll stop most of that damage. Let's get the smokestack out because that's going to hit everybody. So the thing about this guy is you have to kill all these pieces like at the same time. Otherwise, they regen back. So not a fan of that. Let's do the sweeping beam. Hits everybody. Who has the most health? I think he did. And one left. What do I have? 13 block. 10. Yep, let's use the block. I should look at my potions. You can vulnerable. Well, it's a little late for that. Exhaust. That late for that too. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Ow. Not bad. 6 damage. Not bad. All right. Ooh, a quad cast. Don't say. Let's get the darkness up there. Let's do. I don't think so. I can cast any of this stuff. Who has the most hit points here? Dude in the front. Dude in the front. Boom, boom. Let's double down on some defense. Yeah, looks like we're gonna need a little bit more defense. Oh yeah, maybe that daze card doing damage. I like that. And quadcast here. The thing about this quadcast is it's random dudes. That's a little unfortunate. Whoa, yeah, calm down. We don't want to kill that guy all the way. So we'll just regen back up. I'm at 16. He's dealing 4. That's a lot. All right, well, let's weaken all these guys. There we go. Now we won't take quite as much damage. Yeah, pump that up. 4 damage. We can handle that. Not too shabby. Yeah, the human centipede, Mike. My favorite and least favorite of all time here. But these glass orbs are definitely going to help. So let's get some of that out. And I'm about to eat some more damage here, but that's okay. I think I've got them. I think I can just do these glass orbs here. We'll put a little bit of block on, and that'll give me some extra orbage. And we're just going to soak some damage this time. Ouch. That's okay. We're doing okay. We got him. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do it. Kaboom. That was actually pretty smooth. For that mob, that was pretty good. Start of each boss, heal 25. You don't say. What's that put me at? 90. Wow. So thanks to that relic, I don't have to rest because that 25 hit points is going to put me right at max. So I'll get to upgrade another card. Do I want any of these? Oh, whenever I evoke a lightning, yes. Thunder is fantastic. I will always take thunder. Yeah, let's go into here. And we will go ahead and smith again. Let's see here. What do we want to upgrade? What do we want to upgrade? Oh, yeah, probably want to take that voltaic. Yeah, because that's going to take that exhaust. Because exhaust means you play it once, it goes away. And these boss fights are long. So if I can get this cast twice in a fight, it usually wins you the game. All right. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Good night, Jazz. We'll see you. Thanks for hanging out. This game is so good. You are correct, Mr. Evan. Do you have this game on Steam? If you do, you should let me know your Steam handle, and we'll definitely get a couple rounds in sometime. All right, crab people. Let's do it. Let's do it. So this guy does this little pincer move. It's got this thing here. So the dude that's hitting you at the back is always going to do more damage. So you always want to kind of like turn to face that guy if you can. Of course, I didn't get any attack cards, so I won't be attacking him because these are all just funneling things. But let's get the smokestack out. Let's get some darkness working. And let's go ahead and use that boot sequence. And to defend. So we don't take a whole lot of damage. Ooh, look at that. I can get a free power. Let's do it. I love free powers. What do we get? Hailstorm, boo. Boo. Start your turn, gain 2 block for each unique orb you have. Well, not a lot of great options here, unfortunately. The 2 dark is nice, but like constantly evoking your leftmost orb, it doesn't give you a chance to build the darkness ones up so you can do large hits. So I'm actually going to take this guy and get that free block. So that is what I shall do. Let's end the turn. Ouch. Not so bad. All right. Yeah, we like thunder. Let's get that out there. Let's get some defense on here. And I got one left. Yeah, we're going to put some vulnerability on there, I guess. And end the turn. And take a damage again. That I should get a little bit of block there. Yeah, that'll help. Ooh, here we go. Whenever I power, channel 2 lightning. That will be good. Let's draw some cards. Let's vulnerable that guy. Turn around. It's always good. Didn't get to play that. That's all right. Let's get this guy out here. Yeah, love that. Let's go ahead and quad cast that 4 times. Boom, boom, boom. We're on defense 4, 12. Yep, let's do that. Boom, more damage. And just do a strike, I guess. Not too shabby. That guy, look at that. Now he's up to 3. By the time that card comes back around, I'm going to be doing lots and lots. Yeah, that's not good. I hope I can turn around. That dude's about to hit me for 49. Oh, I got one. I'm pretty good. All right, so let's do this. Yeah, channel 2 orbs. Every time I do that, I love that. Let's do this and get turned around here. 33 damage. I've got 1. Do I want to take the 33? Because you do heal up full. Yeah. Evan, I missed your little comment there. It is co-op. So Slay 2 plays just like the board game does. It's up to 4 players, co-op, simultaneous, so everybody's kind of playing their cards all at the same time and stuff. It's fantastic. It plays really, really well, even at the higher player counts. You're not like waiting for your turn. Man, I feel like I should really block. Yeah, it's not much block. It's only 3 block. What's this do? Not going to be helpful. Yeah, let's get a little bit of block. That'll give me more lightning orbs too, which hopefully will be helpful. This is going to hurt. This is really going to hurt. Ow. But that hurt him. Give me my Voltaic. Give it to me. I want it. There it is. Oh, it's only 6 right now? That's okay. Let's see if we can do some more here. Oh, if I cast that, though. Yeah, let's do it anyway. 21 damage. I can take 21 damage, right? Right? Let's do it. Oh, he got shields because the other guy died. Boo. That's okay. That was very enjoyable. His shield will go away here after I take a bunch of damage. Go away. Yeah, buddy. He's in trouble. All right. Well, let's channel some more orbs. Let's. He's doing 20. I think I just do some defenses here, folks, just to kind of mitigate a little bit of this coming my way. And then end this turn. And let my powers, all these things here, trigger. Look at that. I do more damage passing the turn than I do actually taking it. Goodbye. Kaboom. Love it. All right, free energy. And a gold card. Doubling up on powers is good. Buffer is super nice, though, because then you don't have to worry about block. But those powers, I'm telling you. Those powers. Nope. Buffer blocks and defenses saves lives. Oh, and this guy sucks. Well, that was Act 2 of Slay the Spire. It's now 9:30. So what do you think, folks? There's still a few of you left out there in Rundown World. Do you guys want to see another act, or should we go ahead and call it? I'm going to go ahead and just plan my route while you guys think about it, talk about it, discuss amongst yourselves, do a little vote. I think there's a thing to do a vote, but I'm not going to worry about doing that. We're just going to take a gander at this. Oh my gosh, look at all those elites. Oof. Well, we definitely want it to go like this. Ooh, look at that. We can get two of those. And yeah, down this way. Let's see what bonus we got. She's a unicorn. Enchant all card rewards with Glam. Replay once per battle. Not bad. Max hit points by 31. Wow. That's probably going to be the winner. Upgrade all your cards. Wait, what? Move until the end of combat. Start of each combat. Wow. That's pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. But that means I'd be spending 2 energy at the start of the combat just to upgrade all my stuff. I don't not necessarily think it's worth it. Max hit points by 31. Definitely going to have to roll with that. All right, well, we'll dip into another one here for another second. It's getting a little late. It's about time to go to bed. A little caffeined up. I'm doing pretty good, so it's kind of look at this. I love it. 4 defense cards, and he's not even attacking. That's the kind of shit that it'll irk you, but that's okay. We'll just throw these out there. We'll do what damage we can. We'll save those cards and just pass turn. I mean, he's not the cultist. I thought he was the cultist. Let's draw some cards. Let's draw some cards. Well, not casting that. Hey, yeah, I was talking about that. Let's just play that so I don't take any damage at all. I have no blocks, so boom, 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 boom. Love casting that for free. Bloop. Your attack is ineffective. Let's draw some cards. What do we got here? Well, let's play power. Love it. Let's play power. Love it. I need some defenses, though. This is going to hurt. I don't need to gain all that. I guess we're just gaining 6. Womp womp. Should have thought about that a little better. Ouch. Well, can we kill this guy? What's this guy do? When you evoke lightning, 6 damage. Oh, yeah. So let's play a power. That will deal damage. And evoke some orbs and deal extra damage. That's great. Well, let's hit him. And we have 2 left. So let's throw darkness out there. And beam him for 10. Ooh, that's... Oh, yeah, that'll be enough. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, math is hard. Well, I'm going to get hit. Oops. Ow. Math is hard. Anything good? Oh, yeah. We'll take a free upgraded hotfix. Blocks. Upgraded blocks. The focus makes all my orbs more effective. But blocks. I wish I had my other power blocks, baby. We need to make our blocks better. Yep, let's make this guy better because we like casting this guy, so we want to make it strong. These guys. This dude protects this guy here. Not too worried about it. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Oh, there's the vulnerable. Should have played that first. Put some defense out. We got 10 defense. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oof. Man. Oh, he's almost dead. Can I do 19? I do 15. Oof. That dude's going to wail into me, though. Didn't quite math that out very good, did I? Well, it is what it is. Getting sloppy with it. Ow. That really hurts. Oh, yeah, now I get it. Okay, boom. Play power. More orbs. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Darkness. Bzz, bzz. Well, I guess we'll just do that. Get rid of that guy. Boop. Oh, I only took 60 damage. That's not so bad, right? Garbage. I was just gotta say, I just gotta be careful not to get any monsters in these question mark rooms. Boom. There we go. Well, shit. Nobody's attacking. That's good because I have good defense cards. Well, that's just not great. That's not great at all. Let's do. Oh, exhaust my hand. Man, is that worth it though? I don't think it is. Don't think it is. So we're just gonna channel an orb for 3. How lame is that? It's pretty bad. Well, now they're doing some good attacks. Well, the best defenses are gone. Well, let's do that. Bzz. Can I get any blocks? Nope, I get a little damage though. Ow. Stop hitting me. Hmm. Ooh, sweet. That helps. That helps. And yeah. I'm still going to take a bunch of damage. I gotta start focusing here, folks. This really hurts. There we go. Where was that earlier? Goodness. Ooh. Ooh, more storms. Ugh, another monster. I need that fire. I need a rest. Oh, this guy sucks. He just likes to summon all types of people. Yeah, let's overclock. Here we go. Get that guy in there. And yeah, I guess just do a little bit of damage, I guess. This dude makes so many ads. It's crazy. All right. It's vulnerable, that guy. Only for 15. I think I hit everybody for 9. Ooh, yeah, that's good, though. That's going to hit everybody for 4 damage, which kills both of them. I really don't want to take a bunch more damage, so I've taken way too much damage, so I'll play it a little conservative here. That stops 18 points of damage. That's a lot of damage. Boop. Just summoning away. All right. Storm. Storm. And of course, he's not attacking because I've got defense cards. Only 3 lightning, huh? Not really enough. Let's get the vulnerable out there. Let's play a power. That was helpful. Let's. Yeah, I need to defend. I got 1 left, huh? I can just toss this guy. Yeah. I mean, I might just kill him with this. Let's risk it for the biscuit, folks. What's up? Hey, sir. Weird water dude. Is that who I am? I don't know. What's up, Reed? What is up, Andrew Styles? In the chat. Yes, Doc Ock. We must shut down the Ock. Chris, you missed it. I have shut down the rundown. You're welcome. Welcome to the Bob Down the Rundown. We're still trying to figure out a name for it, but I have done away with Tim and Mike. It is now my show. Please do not resist. It is futile. So yeah, you're watching me play a little Slay The Spire II. I am on the 3rd act. This boss I'm about to fight, I've only beat once. The guy is at the end, so if I manage to get to him, it's going to be a tough one. So we'll see what happens. Man, I'm at 21 health. I have not been watching my health very carefully here. Yeah, let's get another one of these guys. That's pretty good. Thankfully, yeah, I got a couple of rests coming up here, and I do have some boost to my rest. So, wow, my max hit points are going to go up by 5. I get all types of goodies. So, and a card. Wow, another storm, huh? Although the momentum strike is nice because once you play it one time, it's free for the rest of the combat. That's just a free 10 damage you get to throw out there. That is nice. Although, like I said, I love these powers with all these storms. But once you play a power, you're done playing it. So unless I get like creative AI and I get a free power every turn, I've already got two. We're gonna take the momentum strike. We want those free attacks. They can be helpful. I gotta be careful though. I do have 32 cards in my deck. It's getting a little bloated. Give me something good. Hey, all right. Nice thing about thorns is even if you block all the attacks, they still take the damage. Let's rest again. 37. Oh, yeah, we're resting again. Look at that. We're maxed back out, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, some good rest cards. 8 block and channel of glass for 1. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Although 11 damage. No, we need blocks. I've been taking too much damage. I need more blocks. Blocking saves lives. We are not fighting a tier 3 elite, so we'll be fighting one of these normies here. This guy, he's not too bad. I think he summoned some people though, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and get a smokestack out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this guy. And I guess we'll just block all 13 pretty conveniently. End the turn. Well, I guess I gotta block some more, but it's fine. He gets bigger. What do we got here? What do we got? Let's put some vulnerable. Vulnerable always helps. Man. I just gotta not take damage. Let's not take the damage. Come on. There's some good stuff. There's some good stuff. Boom. And then, yeah, let's get this guy out there. Draw that card. There we go. Now we'll play Thunder. Get some lightning bolts. And that will get me some lightning bolts. I do have smokestack out. Not worth it. All right, what do we got? Yeah, let's hit him. Boom. Yeah, we'll put another storm out there. You like evoking orbs? Let's do some more. That's so good. Yep. Oh, I guess I should have done that first. Well, let's just kill it. Let's not take any damage. Here for it. Kaboom. I think I'm just gonna ignore. It's not upgraded. Yeah, we'll skip. We don't need to get too bloated. Ooh, good, a merchant. What's up, my guy? I got a ton of money. End your turn with no cards. Probably not. Vigor sucks. Cannot lose more than 20 hit points in a single turn. That might be handy against this boss. He's pretty friggin' brutal. Yeah. Can I do that and that? Math says I think we can. So let's do that. Sweet. And we'll remove a card. Because these basic strikes suck. I want them out of there. Although that wouldn't have been not a bad idea either. For a long fight and you play that card, it's pretty good. Is there a potion I can get? Nope. Nope. That's all right. We're spent. We are nearing the end. Draw 2 fewer cards. We don't want that. We'll take the damage. Random something good. Hey, not bad. Zap for free. And one last fight. Oh boy. This dude hits like a ton of bricks. Smokestack. Mm. Right. Mm. Playing powers is good. We get some blocks. And let's get some blocks. What's he doing? 24. Good lord. I guess we get some more blocks. I love that. All right. Let's get one of those guys out. Let's draw some cards. Let's draw some cards. 2 energy left. He's not attacking, so let's get that free hit. Let's draw some cards. Let's do a free hit. Oh, should have done the vulnerable first, not paying attention. And channel that darkness. Yeah, I think that kills him. So I play this, and then I play this. Card ban. I'm telling you, it's so good. That is a lot of hit points, Mike. But I am fighting that one dude who's a pain in the ass. That giant guy who he's either gonna make me exhaust cards, can't draw extra cards, or just all types of bullshit. So we'll see. Let's not start sucking each other quite yet. Oh baby. Oh my gosh. Oh, those are both great cards. The loop is fantastic because it triggers my orb an extra time, 2 extra times. But this compact transforms all those status cards that I keep making into draw cards. Yes. I gotta take it. Dang. Wish I could take both those. I don't even need to rest because I'm gonna get 25 hit points at the start of that boss fight. So I'm just gonna upgrade something. Probably a flipping block, if I'm being honest, because I need more blocks. Yeah, I think I upgrade. I think I upgrade this block here. Ooh, I could buffer. Two buffers would be good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's a good card. All right, this dude sucks. Wish me luck. Hate fighting this guy. Oh, I'm glad I got some good block cards. Boy, I tell you what. I can't even hit him yet. Where's all my good? Yeah, let's get that out. And we'll get that out. And we'll put that out. Yep. All right. So every card I play gets exhausted. So let's keep that in mind. Unless I play a power. Powers don't get exhausted, they go into play. Haha, in your face. He is hitting for flipping 30. Yeah, let's get rid of this strike. We'll hit him with that. Um, and I guess I'll block for 6. That card will go away. Right? Yeah. See, it's unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll win the turn. We're gonna. She's just gonna have to eat some hits when it comes to fighting this dude because. All right. Now this one here is cannot draw additional cards, which is fine. I don't care so much about that. Look at that. Voltaic's already doing 4. I love that. All right. Well, we got to get this guy out there. Let's get this guy out there. As much as I want to defend for 12, I think I will use this. And I'm going to keep this vulnerable on him, I guess, but it's not going to matter much. I want to pump this guy out because the more I can do this, the better it's going to go. And I can do it now without losing it. So let's do it. It's not a ton yet, but once I get the rest of my powers out, that shit's going to start to add up. Ouch. All right, what's this guy do now? Whenever I play a card, lose an energy. So let's keep that in mind. I don't have any of those to gain. He's hitting me for 20. So let's have 4 energy, huh? Yeah, let's get the smokestack out. Let's hit him for 21. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can get a free block because I don't have any blocks. Nope. It's gonna hurt. Back to the exhaust, which is no good. He's hitting for a bunch. So let's defend. I guess we'll hit him with that. That'll get us a little bit more defense. And let's defend. And yeah, let's say we do that. That's fine. You can get rid of that card. Let's call that a win there. Ooh, I could do that. Smokestack. Got a burn card. Nah. Man, 33. I'm glad I have 1,000,000 hit points. BT dubs. There's some good stuff. Of course, I can't draw any extra cards this time. So let's play that. And then we'll play another one, which will get that guy out of the way. We'll hit him for the 10. And let's evoke that. And time to chug this guy. Oh, I can't draw cards. Oh, that was so stupid. Oops. Well, that was a waste of a potion. Is there a take back? Takes back? I'm going to take back that, please. Son of a biscuit. Man, this really hurts. Well, I guess that's why we got the buffer. There's that. I mean, it does do 5 damage, so let's do it. Well, 36, huh? We'll definitely have to get some blocks out, but it's time to go all out here. So let's get that going. We'll block what we can. Extra damage. Man, I might get that win that Mike was talking about here. This is getting pretty close. Block what I can. Channel another orb. It is getting close, folks. I think I'm going to get my Voltaic. I should get my Voltaic next round. Pretty close to it. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Oh, I got it. Yes, I forgot that darkness was going to kick out. I love this character. He is so awesome. Hell yeah. 18 hit. I'm glad I had 131 hit points. Is it not for that big ass hit point boost, would not have made it. Woo! Here we go. What are you doing here? Beep boop boop. Repair you? Make me. Oh, another epoch. Nice. I have dealt 10,000 damage. Ooh, Ascensions 2 unlocked. Nice. Very nice. Killed me a couple of elites. That was a juicy, juicy run. Fantastic. I'm glad I stuck around. Ooh, shiny. Doodads. Sweet. Cards. Gain 2. Add a void. Unplayable. Ethereal. When you draw this card, lose energy. Exhaust a card to gain energy. Okay. Deal 3 damage for each previously spent. I like that one. That's pretty cool. New cards added to the possibility of cards. Back to the home screen. Awesome sauce. I don't know. My browser lost the webcam. What the heck? Where did my webcam go? Please hold. I'm back. There I am. It did. It struck back. It got me. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes the browser loses the camera for some reason. I'm not sure how long I was gone there. You couldn't see me picking my nose. I was doing that for y'all. I did. I beat the game, but it did consume me. Mr. Brian, it is good to see you. Thanks for making it in. Hopefully you can make it to some conventions or just up to hang out sometime soon, man. It's been a long ass time. Hope you're doing well. How many American dollars I earn? Joke's on you. American dollars not worth anything anymore. So it doesn't matter. Thank you, Mr. Mike. That's how we do it. I do love the defect. It is a very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was Acts 2 and 3, Slay the Spire II, using the defect. Earlier in the show, in case you missed it, we did kind of go over some designers that I would like to meet. Mike did give me his list, but I didn't go over it. I thought maybe he would comment it in the comment section, but he did not. Hopefully he'll still be nice enough to put the time stamps in there. Yes, definitely. For sure. Glad you are doing well, sir. But that's it. Thank you everybody for joining me here in the Bob solo hour, 2-hour solo show. Maybe next week I let Mike and Tim come back on. We'll see. No guarantees. It wasn't so bad doing everything by myself. It was relatively quick. Hopefully you enjoy the Slay the Spire run. If you want me to play a certain character next time, that's just me. Let me know. I just did the defect because that was the one I had going on, and it's probably my favorite character right now. I usually do the ninja chick when we play the board game, but that is not an available character right now. So the defect has kind of been the one I have been playing the most. And so for the Bob game rundown, I have been Bob, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye, everybody. Do you like to party?
I do like to party.
I also like to party.
I like to party.
A 7.3.
This is a great party.
Repeating.
We should party more often.
Heating.
I do like to party.
Heating. Okay.
I also like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party. I like to party.
We should party more often.
Okay.
This is a great party.
Okay.